Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing great because today I'm finally going to be making the video. I wanted to make this for like a week now, I just never got around to it. There's been too many other Doom related topics to cover, but finally we're here, I have some time, so we're doing it. You guys might remember about 2 weeks ago, I did a video ranking every Doom Eternal weapon with and without mods in preparation for the Dark Ages. And now that the Dark Ages has been out for a while, I have the Platinum on it, and I think I can finally safely talk about things without really worrying about spoiling people. It's time for all of the Dark Ages weapons to get the same treatment. Now, obviously, this game does not have weapon mods. Yes, there's some upgrades that have, like, split paths, but those paths don't really dramatically change the use of the gun, honestly. So, for the sake of simplicity, each weapon is getting ranked once. Also, I saw your guys' feedback on the last video. Some people were upset that I didn't include weapons like the Sentinel Hammer and the Chainsaw. So, for this ranking, I will be including every weapon, truly, including all of the melee weapons and the shield saw. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this ranking. Oh, by the way, these will be ranked in the order that you get them in the game. First off, the combat shotgun. This thing had a massive glow up from Eternal to the Dark Ages. Now, does the super shotgun still make it completely obsolete once you get it? Yes. But I truly do believe this game has the shotgun at its best out of the 3 modern Doom games. Especially since you can make it burst fire, you can make it set enemies on fire. You know, it's not amazing or anything, but it's solid. It definitely actually feels really good to use. Honestly, I don't know what happened in Eternal. That thing just felt so rinky-dink and useless, but here it actually feels very good to use. However, despite all the praise I just gave it, it definitely is not a standout weapon compared to a lot of the other ones. And I'm really conflicted, so, oh god, do I want to put this in B or C? You know what, I'm thinking ahead a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put the combat shotgun in C. Maybe I'll change it later, we'll see. Alright, next up, the Power Gauntlet, the first melee weapon you unlock. Not bad, but definitely the weakest of the 3 melee options. The 3-hit combo is satisfying, it does decent damage, and being able to shock enemies once it's upgraded is cool. But again, the flail and the mace are just better. So I'll give the Power Gauntlet a B tier. Next up, the Shredder. Now, in my video I uploaded, what was it, like a week ago on DSP, I called the Shredder one of the worst, if not the worst weapons in the entire game. And a lot of people were not happy with me for saying that. In fact, you know what, let me go find some comments talking about it real quick. I'll see what people actually said. So it seems like people are saying that the Ricochet and the Pincushion mods kind of carry it. And also that it's good for like groups of smaller enemies, but there's just better weapons for small groups of enemies. We'll get to that in a little bit though. And then with regards to like the pincushion upgrades and whatnot, true, that's a good upgrade. I just feel like other weapons are just better though, because like you're gonna spend all this time firing all these shots into a big target to then kill it, but a million other things are happening around you, or you just pull out like one of the shotguns and just blast the bastard. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and load up a level real quick in the middle of this recording session and just try out the Shredder a little bit. Let me see what I'm missing. Okay, so I just went and spent about 10 minutes testing the Shredder and I'm still not seeing it. I'm putting this thing below the combat shotgun in C tier. Feel free to disagree and tell me how wrong I am in the comments. All right, next up, the shield saw. I mean, this thing is literally a core part of the game. Parrying is extremely satisfying, and once you unlock the different runes that activate when you get a parry, feels great, does insane damage. Being able to just throw it through small enemies is great. Using it to stun big enemies is awesome. Taking out a group of shield dudes with it is so satisfying, and it gives you a ton of armor. Do I even need to say anything else? Easy S tier. Alright, next up, the Accelerator. Another weapon that, honestly, I think just gets outclassed later in the game, but I think it has slightly more use than the combat shotgun. So I'm gonna put it in B tier below the Power Gauntlet. Alright, next up, the Pulverizer. This weapon is not bad by any means. It is great for crowd control. In fact, it's what I was talking about when I was saying, oh, well, there's better weapons than the Shredder. The Pulverizer can rip through crowds of demons, and even if there's a couple big ones, it can do a solid amount of damage. And once you start upgrading it and you're able to increase the fire rate, it gets even better. But is it worthy of A tier? It's definitely not S, but is it A or B? And then I have to consider, is it better than the power gauntlet? This is the issue with including the melee weapons as well. You know what? I'm gonna do B tier above the power gauntlet, although I'm not 100% certain, so I'm definitely gonna have to look back at this list later. All right, next up, the Impaler. That's what your mom calls me. Anyway, this is a great weapon, especially if you're good at hitting headshots. The extra melee charge you get from it, on top of just the absurdly high damage it does, it's great. But it's not quite the best of the best, so I'm gonna give it A tier. Speaking of A tier, the next weapon is the Cycler. The Cycler is just the better Accelerator, honestly. It's like this meme. He does exactly what I do, but better. Applying shock to demons is extremely satisfying and extremely useful in combat, and building charge when you kill shock demons just feels so good. I love the sound design of this game as a whole, but especially of this weapon. So good. A tier above the Impaler. Definitely one of the better weapons. Next up, the Flail. It honestly feels like in this game, each new melee weapon you get is kind of just like a straight upgrade of the previous one, and that's definitely shown here. The Flail just feels like a better version of the power gauntlet. Massive armor damage, can set demons on fire. When it's fully upgraded, it sets other demons around you on fire. Like the meme I was just talking about with the Cycler, it's just the power gauntlet, but better. I'm thinking bottom of A. It definitely has to go somewhere in A. Yep, you know what? I'm locking it in. Bottom of A. Next up, the Super Shotgun. I mean, I don't even think I need to say anything. Easy S tier. But I'm gonna do S tier below the Shield Saw. I think the Shield Saw is just a little bit more valuable. In fact, you know what? I like the Shield Saw so much, I might do a challenge run soon, which I might stream and upload, where I would try to beat the entirety of the Dark Ages only using the Shield Saw. Let me know if you'd like to see that. I think it would be a lot of fun. But yeah, Super Shoddy, obviously a classic, ridiculously high damage, is literally the best weapon in most encounters. S under Shield Saw, enough said. Next up, the Chain Shot. I feel like I don't respect this weapon enough. This thing is ridiculously good, but I keep forgetting that it exists, and I don't know why. I probably just have Dementors. But do I give it an S tier? That's the real question. I almost want to say no, just because I don't want to hand out too many S's. Because, spoiler alert, like 3 of the remaining 5 weapons are going in S tier. Yeah, you know what? Chain Shot gets the top of A. Alright, next up, the Grenade Launcher. It's cool, it's fun, but it's definitely not anything amazing. And it doesn't help that the only upgrade this thing has going for it is just dropping small clusters of grenades when it hits something. I feel like there was missed potential to have cooler upgrades here. But honestly, I think it's better than the Pulverizer. So, you know what? It can have the top of B. Alright, next up, the Rocket Launcher. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little let down by the Rocket Launcher in this game. After how unbelievably amazing it was in Eternal, I was hoping it could have been a bit better, but I understand why it isn't. It wouldn't really make sense to have like a lock-on burst upgrade in a game about the Dark Ages. Still better than the Grenade Launcher in my opinion. And Cannibalism is cool, like the upgrade you get where it can heal you with splash damage, but I never found it as useful as I wanted it to be because I think I would just have to get too close to the enemies to the point where I'd immediately lose any health that I gained from the upgrade. So yeah, and like the Grenade Launcher, I kind of feel like they did this one dirty on the upgrades you can get for it. That being said though, still not bad, and honestly, ooh, should it go in the top of B or the bottom of A? You know what? I'm gonna say top of B. I almost put it in the bottom of A, but I don't think it really competes with anything else in A tier. Alrighty, next up, the Ravager. I love this gun. This is what I was expecting the Pulverizer to be like, honestly. I am a certified Ravager Glazer. When you upgrade this thing, it's like legitimately the best weapon in the entire game. I'm not even exaggerating. You can basically just fire forever because enemies just keep dropping health and ammo for you. And the fire rate keeps getting faster, at least, well, you know, up to a point. And it's great against large targets because it has such a tighter spread spread than the Pulverizer. S tier above the Super Shotgun. It's so good. God, I love it. Next up, the BFC. I'm gonna give this gun the same treatment I gave the BFG in Doom Eternal. Bottom of S tier. Still absolutely incredible. Just a bit too situational to go any higher in my opinion. But God, I love the fact that they made this thing a crossbow. The design is absolutely perfect for the setting of the game. And of course, it's just as destructive as ever. Easy bottom of S tier. Alright. Now, the final weapon for the list, the mace. It might be weird to have 3 S tiers back to back, but these last 3 weapons are genuinely just goated, and the mace is no exception. I'm giving it S tier under the shield saw. This thing is so ridiculously powerful, it's amazing. The damage is insane. You get full ammo for all your guns each time you use it, and you can upgrade it so that after you get a parry, you can just get a free hit in and not use your charge of it. I actually had to go back into the game to test several weapons during this video. Obviously, earlier it was the Shredder, but also I had to retry the other 2 melee options because the mace is so genuinely incredible that I've just only used that ever since I got it. Genuinely, the shield saw mace Ravager or shield saw mace super shotgun combo is the most satisfying thing in the entire game. And yeah, with all that being said, guys, that is the completed tier list. I'll show it one more time. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, but I did put together this list myself, and it is publicly available. So if you'd like to use this list yourself, it is linked in the description down below. And yeah, like I said before, if you agree or disagree with anything, let me know in the comments. I'm sure I've pissed off a lot of Shredder people in this video, but that's just how tier lists go, man. Nobody's ever gonna agree with you completely. And if you enjoy the Shredder or any weapon that I put in the lower tier, that is completely fine. Just know my opinion is more correct than yours. But yeah, anyway, guys, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more. Join us every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Salt streams, and I will catch you all next time.